What is up, guys? It's Kitsos from Coaster Lane Gaming. I wanted to first apologize for the long delay in new videos. It's been a while since I've uploaded to this channel. It's just been crazy. I've been trying to keep the main channel going, and I kind of lost track of time, and before I know it, I've just literally wasted a ton of time. So we're going to get right back into No Limits 2 Spotlight, spotlighting some awesome creations from awesome creators. Right now we have Seaside Park. We're going to go to the workshop page and take a closer look at this park. So of course we go to No Limits. We go to workshop. And we just search up Seaside because yet again, I did not bring it up earlier, and we got Seaside Park created by Serpentine. And here they say, a picturesque park built where the sea meets the mountains. A total of 5 coasters featuring a Schwarzkopf double looper, a sprawling custom aero looper, a B&M invert, a Gerstlauer with 8 inversions, and a GCI wooden coaster with a scripted tunnel. Alright, sounds good to me. Let's jump into this. Looks like we are going to ride this Gerstlauer first. How's that sound? There's some flat rides on this pier as well, but we're just going to go with the Gerstlauer. Ah! Zooming through those cattle pens. Alright. It's a Gerstlauer with a dual loading station? What? That's so cool. I like this. And there's like a switch track and everything. Wow. Alright, I like this a lot. No! Alright, I guess we're going on this side. Oh, we get to see the switch track in action. Did I even look at what it was called? Oops, my bad. Alright, we'll check that out in a sec, but let's first ride this. This, I do believe, is the Gerstlauer with 8 inversions. And it is using the Eurofighter, which is interesting to use a Eurofighter for an 8 inversion Gerstlauer. That sounds more along the lines of their Infinity Coaster model, but no judgment. Here we go. First ever 8 inversion Eurofighter. Here we go. I love a good old Gerstlauer. Starting to grow on me a lot more as of recent. Alright, here we go. 1 inversion right here, dive loop. Ooh, really nicely executed. And here a corkscrew, another nice execution. Is that a banana roll? Pretty sure that's a banana roll. And a loop. I'm liking this. This is a good coaster. It's got the hang time that many Gerstlauers are famous for, but I'm sure some of these inversions also had some positives in there too. Kind of lost count, but I'm trusting it's 8. I'm sure it is. Oh, head chopper there with the support. And there we go with the slam to a stop right there. And then the switch track goes back. Here we go. We come into the opposite station. Alright, it's called Kraken. Sorry I didn't check that earlier. It's a Gerstlauer Eurofighter with over-the-shoulder restraints. There's probably some headbanging involved, but that's all good. I mean, no ride's perfect. And actually, that ride was really smooth. Like, it was butter. It was done very well, in all seriousness. I mean, you can't go wrong here with the Gerstlauer like this. I mean, this is like, it rides like an Infinity, but it has the trains of a Eurofighter. So next up, we're gonna go somewhere. Where are we going? Funnel cakes and corn dogs. Do we want those? How much are we paying for them? $5 for a funnel cake? Heck yeah! Get me some of that. Sorry, I'm used to paying $10 for a funnel cake, so that's like important to me. That was $5, okay? Just definitely not crazy or anything. Just, you know. I'm gonna stop talking now. Alright, so let's get through the cattle pens right here. Next up, we have a Schwarzkopf with some pretty wonky trains. What the heck? Why does this look like a Togo? Pretty sure the trains don't... Do they look like that? Trying to remember if the... I don't think those are... I don't think those are typically on this train design, like in the game. I don't remember them being there. Okay, we're riding a Togo, because why not? I'm pretty sure they aren't there because I did build one of these. Also, whoever knows how to build the loop supports for a Schwarzkopf, comment down below how to do that because I have no clue, and I built a Schwarzkopf in No Limits, and first of all, it's not that great, but second, because it was my first looping coaster in No Limits, but second of all, I just wanted to say, like, I need help, like, learning support structures, what the best tips are, so if anybody has any information on that, comment section down below is a great place to tell me, so, yeah, thanks for that. So here we are, getting to the top, right here. And here we go. Is this maybe the modern classic looper? I don't know. Got our first loop and then a second loop. Then we thread the loop. I like it. Very compact, very Schwarzkopf-like. I like it a lot. This is definitely what a Schwarzkopf, how it would ride. It really does it well. It did a lot better than my Schwarzkopf, I'll tell you that. Ah, we hit a post. Then we get stopped on the block brake and push forward. Yeah, my Schwarzkopf had a trim in it, so that's probably why it sucks so bad. But as for this one, really well done. I like it. I think that everything's done well. Also, someone comment down below how you make banking so beautiful. Because, like, every time I do banking, it just doesn't work. Like, I mean, it works, but not as well as I'd like it to. Alright. So there was Riptide. Forgot again. Wish we could... We should totally, like, do lift hill walks at the end of the video. Maybe not. It's probably not a good idea. Oh, wait. I went the wrong way. Wait, did I? Yeah, I think it... Whoa. What have I done? I'm trapped. Are you telling me I have to go out through the queue? What? Why? I don't want to do that. Oh, fine, I'll do it. Nope, not gonna let me out, is it? I'm gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Alright. I think I want to ride a B&M next, and save the Arrow for last. Interesting that they have an Arrow and a Schwarzkopf in the same park. If you look at historically, like, there are parks that had Schwarzkopf loopers and Arrow loopers in the same park, I do believe, but they were not very common. So that's an interesting move, but a good one, I think. I think both companies should be in. I think coasters from both companies deserve to be in every single park. Like, honestly, I love Schwarzkopf, I love Arrow. It's just sad that both are now defunct. What's the name of this ride before I make that same mistake? It's called Barracuda. It's a B&M invert. This is gonna be fun. It looks like it's very terrain based at the start. So let's see how this works out. Maybe. Oh, it literally just dispatched a train. We're gonna be here a minute. Well, so far though, I just wanted to like say this park is really well put together. You got a B&M, you got an Arrow, you got 2 classic loopers, you got a Gerstlauer. I mean, I know no one really wants to build kiddie coasters in No Limits, but like to complete the park, that would be like maybe a family coaster, not necessarily kiddie, but family friendly, you know. Just a thought, like if you ever come back to this park, if you ever see this video, I'd say that'd be a good route to go maybe. Just, you know, add a family ride. Alright, here we go. It's a pretty tall invert now that I look at it. Those supports are done so well. I think you have to like add custom vertices or something to make them really truly good, and then you gotta do custom thickness for the. Yeah, it's probably a lot more difficult than what I've been doing. So just give me some tips in the comment section. I'm always welcome to them. Anyways, that being said, we are now reaching the top of the lift hill here. Here we go. It's got a nice pre-drop here. This honestly, like, this looks really good. Oh, look at that shot of the water. I love it. I love it. I'm in love. I like this ride already. It's like a big bad wolf element there. Ooh, a little floaty on the 0G roll, getting a little new B&M in there. The vertical loop, that's a little more whippy. And then, what is this? Is this a Norwegian loop on a freaking invert? Heck yeah, it is. It's a Norwegian loop. Bet. I like it. Unique element. Never been done on an invert before, so I like it. And here's a corkscrew. Little floaty there. Got some hang time probably. And a bank to the right and into the brakes. Alright, so thoughts. This is a very interesting ride. I like it. It's just very interesting. Would B&M ever do this? Maybe? I don't know. I'd love to see them try a Norwegian loop. I think it's a Norwegian loop. Yeah. On an invert. That would be insane. Like, they've tried a pretzel knot, they've tried a bat wing, they've tried a cobra roll. How about a Norwegian loop for the next double inversion they try? As for the layout, it mixed old and new B&M very nicely. There was some hang time inversions and a couple really whippy inversions. Although I do know that, like, B&M inverts definitely, the corkscrews are almost without exception, really whippy, and this one had a more floaty corkscrew. So I'm not sure how I felt about that, but I really liked the ride. The terrain setting was beautiful. the shot right as you go over the main drop of that freaking lake was just awesome. Like, that's just great. Like, more of that. Do more of that. Also, I do believe, if I saw correctly, this ride is running 3 trains. Yes, it is running 3 trains. So it's running a lot of trains. It's got good throughput, therefore. Quite frankly, this is one of the better B&Ms I've seen in the few park spotlights I've done here at No Limits. Oh, I just flew. Okay. But yeah, only critique is that corkscrew. I feel like, see how high off the ground it is right here? So, I'd say the whip could be increased on that corkscrew. If, say, this right here was about 10 feet lower, and it was like literally right over the path, that would be a great shot as well. I mean, it's still a great shot, like, as train comes over through that. Like, it looks awesome. But, like, just a suggestion, you know, for realism's sake. But other than that, like, that ride was perfect. I'd say it's the best at the park so far, but we do have an Aero custom looper to ride. Uh-oh, it has a Cobra roll. You know what that means. Drakenfire. No, I'm just playing. I don't know. It could be a really good ride. I hope it is, because so far you're 3 for 3 in terms of really good rides. We also have a GCI wooden roller coaster to ride at some point. But which should we do? Let's end on the Aero. Let's do the GCI. I just, glancing at this Aero, it looks like it has a really strong layout, so I kind of want to save it for last. Alright, Bangarang. Not Boomerang, Bangarang. So, Bangarang, which is the park's GCI. Look at that. And if I had to guess, I'd say this is like the newest. It feels like, if this was a real park, I know it's not, but I'm just getting crazy with my thoughts here. This would be the newest coaster in the park. Just based on, like, and I'd say the Aero and Schwarzkopf would be the oldest, then the B&M, then the Gerstlauer, then this. It also has the new woody look to it. Here we go. I will say GCI chain lifts are typically a little faster, but I mean, that's like nitpicking at this point. Like, because so far you're 3 for 3 in coasters being amazing. Let's see if you go a perfect 4 for 4. Let's see. Here we go. Got a nice curve drop here. Oh, it's like Renegade's drop with a double curve. I like it. Ooh, a tunnel, and oh, lights. That's the scripted tunnel that was in the description. I love that. It's like a little bit of theming, I guess? Scenery, for sure. Looks like it has some airtime moments as well. I'm liking this. Liking it a lot. Yeah, you definitely hit those brakes with a lot of speed, which is very typical of GCIs. They usually have a good amount of speed going into the final brake run. So I like the realism there. I definitely think it is a realistic touch, to be quite honest. I mean, I think that it definitely gives me realistic vibes. Alright. There's some flat rides over here, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for the Aero Custom Looping Coaster. This looks like a great Aero looper. Do they seriously have a Cobra Roll and a Batwing? Oh, this is gonna be good. Looks like it has like 6 inversions or something. 5 or 6. So let's get in the queue right here. Alright. Let me in. I want to ride this arrow. Maybe? There we go. Alright, he's 4 for 4, or she. Could be either one, you never know. Let's see if it's a perfect 5 for 5 great coasters, because so far these have been amazing. I'd say the weakest one so far was the GCI, but it was still really fun and really a good ride. I just feel like the other 3 were better, but let's see. We got here on this arrow looper. Did I even get a name? I did not. I'll get it at the end. I always forget to do that. It's so simple too. Like, I had one job. I really wish they had like actual sounds for the chain lifts. Like, for example, a arrow chain lift actually sounded like an arrow chain lift, and an arrow brake run sounded like an arrow brake run. That would be so cool. Like, that would be the ultimate fix for me. Like, that would be... I'd be like, yes. Alright. I'm getting Vortex vibes with this pre-drop. Like, the right-hand turn, and the color scheme, too. A vertical loop. And then we're gonna drop into this Cobra Roll. And there's a floating light. Okay. Looks like we're gonna get a night shot as well. Looks like it's well lit. And uh-oh, no, not an arrow mid-course. It doesn't trim. Well, look at that. And now a Batwing. These double inversions look pretty tough to make. Like, the Cobra Roll, I know there's a preset, but the Batwing, like, you gotta do things perfectly there. And a drop here, and a corkscrew, that's 6 inversions. And now we hit the brakes. Uh-oh, is that a incline? Yeah, I hate it when like the brakes aren't perfectly level, so you end up having to use drive tires to bring it up, like, up to the, well, you get the point. Up to the level of the station, as you can see he had to do here, or she. Alright, thoughts on this. It's really good. I really like the Batwing, how it has a near miss with the entry track on the exit track and vice versa. I think it's done really well, and I think the whole ride's done really well, so well done, and gold star to you for 5 great coasters, and honestly, overall a great park. It's well put together, considering No Limits 2 has its limits with actual park building. It has terrain, it has trees, you know, scenery, all that fun stuff, and is ultimately, I'd say, a really solid park. This is the best I've seen. I don't know. I think the coasters are some of the better ones, but I wouldn't really know where to place it out of the 3 I've spotlighted, or 4, whatever it is. But yeah, so yeah, it's a good park. Really like it, and that's gonna do it for this Coasterland Gaming video. I do also like, on a side note, that there's a ton of flat rides in this park. I think that's like really good. That's cool. Alright guys, I'll see you guys next time, and until next time, peace.